guess question one would be, can you hear me okay from way over there? So you'll have to excuse my hair, it's still a little bit wet, but I wanted to get started before it started getting super hot. And while I kind of have the energy for it. But today I'm decluttering almost all my clothes. And I'll explain what I mean by almost. I'm not doing my socks, I'm not doing my underthings, I'm not doing my scarves, hats, jackets, that kind of thing, because I'm calling those accessories. So while I will be doing my underthings and my accessories, I will not be doing them in this video. Today is about everything else. This seems to have gotten to be a monstrous pile, and this isn't even including the few days worth of stuff I have in the laundry. Because my logic there was, if it's in the laundry, obviously I'm wearing it. But I know that chances are at some point this year I am moving, so I figured I would get a leg up on the concept of going through everything I own again to minimize again. Because it is not a do it once and you're done kind of situation. So I'm going to try to not talk too much during this video just because I want to get it all done fairly quickly. Being a minimalist does not mean necessarily owning as few things as possible. It can definitely mean that if you want it to, but that's not how I run my life. I don't want to reach the least I can, I want to reach the right amount. So for me, this is a huge amount of clothing. This is for all 4 seasons, but it's still a lot. Like a lot. So we're gonna try and go through. And the very first item is one of those things that some people might tell you that you'd have to get rid of. It's a fancy dress. I don't wear it very often. I wear it maybe once a year, but I do wear it. In fact, I'm going to a wedding next week. I will be wearing this dress. This is something I would call a special attire outfit. You don't want to keep many of these, just as a rule of thumb, but it is okay to keep them. Just like I'm keeping this one. My bed is so covered with stuff. Oh well. This is my other special attire dress. This would be obviously not be the one I would choose to wear to a wedding, but I do wear this one occasionally, so it stays. This is another dress I want to really briefly discuss, only because it's what I'm kind of calling my failure. I was so convinced that I love this dress. I love it, and if it just covered a little bit more, I would wear it all the time. Well, I actually went and I paid to have it adjusted by about 1.5 inches up, thinking that that would fix my problem and I would wear it all the time. I still almost never wear it, and when I do wear it, I feel uncomfortable once I see my reflection. So I can honestly say I love this dress, just not on me. It's beautiful, but not my style. I guess just in case for those of you who haven't quite figured it out, I'm making this my donation pile. We're finally making progress. Always trust your instinct. If you put something in your giveaway pile, don't take it out. Don't take it out. Just kind of encircling myself with clothes here. Now this is new. It's a little bit different from my normal style, but we're just hitting the season where I would wear it, so I'm going to keep it for a while just to see if I end up wearing it. And if not, I'll just pass it on. Okay, so we have officially done my first pass, and if you've watched one of my decluttering videos before, you already know, but for those of you who are new, I always do 2 passes of my stuff. The first one gets rid of the main bunch, but nearly always if you go through your keep piles again, you find some pieces were hiding there when really they should belong in the donation pile. So my donation pile is already a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I'm kind of happy with that. And I'm just going to kind of talk while I go through this. Because honestly, I've already done some declutters that I just haven't filmed, and I haven't bought anything new. Everything I have that is new from a video and you haven't seen it, it's been given to me. It's either been given as a gift or we did a clothing swap with friends at one point. But I haven't purchased anything new, which is really great, and it's already one principle of minimalism that I try and follow, and that's just getting secondhand stuff first. I mean, there are some things you're obviously going to want to buy new, but if you can get it secondhand, that would be ideal. I find I always end up keeping my sweaters, and it always makes my piles look so much bigger than they really are just because my sweaters are so bulky. But I'm pretty sure I'm moving somewhere colder and not somewhere warmer. And I already live in Canada. It has nothing to do with my decluttering. I mean, it's a big reason why I'm doing one today, but sometimes it can be really tempting, especially during a second pass, to go through your stuff in piles, like just pick up a stack and look at it. But I would encourage you to pick stuff up individually, because that way you get to see each piece individually again and really make another judgment call. And yes, my keep piles are still going to be large, but this is my entire wardrobe for any and all activities for all 4 seasons. At some point I'd like to venture more towards a capsule wardrobe, but that day is not today. Today is about getting rid of stuff that doesn't fit into my wardrobe anymore. And that'll bring me a little bit closer to a capsule wardrobe because I'll have just less clutter in my closet. I'll be able to find what I'm looking for a lot faster. And I'll be able to get to pieces of clothing I really like a lot sooner because they won't be hiding under everything else. My exception to this is my jeans because I already know I have to wear jeans at work. So all the ones that don't have holes or anything, I keep. This I'm gonna keep, but I want to find out if it's possible to turn this dress into a top. I'm sure it is, I don't know how, so I'm gonna look that up and see if I can make that happen. I don't wear it as a dress, but the few times I've worn it as a top. So if I could just cut off some of the extra material, I'd probably wear it a lot more because it wouldn't bunch up as much. So you're a probationary piece. I don't recommend having a lot of probationary pieces, in case you're wondering. Okay, so that is everything. I've gotten rid of not a lot in comparison to the rest of my wardrobe because this is, oh goodness. I'll link my other clothing declutters down below that I've filmed, but I've done at least 5 that I haven't filmed. So this isn't exactly my first rodeo. So actually I was expecting to get rid of less than this, but you know what? Things so often just sneak in. So it's really nice to know that I'm going to get this much more breathing room in my closet and dresser. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any great decluttering tips, I'd love to hear them down below, so leave me a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you like decluttering videos so I know that I should keep making them for you instead of decluttering off camera.